Okay, so now we're back with our survey data and we're going to look at correlational relationships between these different items. So since all of these are continuous, we can see instead of do they differ by male and female or by grade, we could look at do they relate to each other. So specifically right now we're going to look at I read fluently and I've always had difficulty with reading. We would expect these to be opposites of each other, but let's see how true that is. So I'm going to, since they're side by side, I can highlight both of them together at the same time. Otherwise, I can highlight one column and then the other column. So in this case, I'm going to highlight both columns at the same time because they're side by side, copy them over to our Excel cheat sheets for correlation, and I'm going to paste right here. So we see our R value changed, and rounding up, we're a 0.26. So if we go over here, we're at a weak relationship, and we note that it's negative. So this is saying as one increases, the other decreases. This makes sense because we thought that they would be opposites. So as they read more fluently, they're rating themselves as having difficulty reading less. So less difficulty with more fluency, and vice versa. If they feel like they have less fluency, they're rating themselves as having more difficulty reading. So although it's weak, we do definitely see the relationship that we would expect. So here I'm going to say a correlational analysis was conducted to examine the relationships between feeling like they read fluently and feeling like they have difficulty reading. A weak negative relationship was found, R equals negative 0.26. This shows that as fluency increases, reading difficulty decreases. We can go back and do this with any of these items, and there's a lot that could be really interesting to see what's related. So feel free to play around with the relationships between these items.